Hey guys, welcome to the Superhero Post Show. It is the GOAT Stevie Hayes, and today I want to talk to you guys about Doctor Strange. Okay, so there is some news about Doctor Strange I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to address it to you guys, and we're going to talk about it as a family together, and we're going to speak our mind on it and say how we feel. So basically, the whole entire rumor that's been coming out today is that Doctor Strange 3 is kind of going to not rush, but it's kind of been moved up in production to be coming out excuse me, before Avengers King Dynasty. And so let's get in. I'm going to read you guys this article and then we'll talk about it. All right. Okay. So I'm going to start in the beginning. Okay. So this, according to the insider Jason Kane, Marvel plans to release another Doctor Strange film before Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and with Scott Derrickson back in the director's chair. In a tweet, the scooper claimed that 2026 will include Doctor Strange 3, Doctor Strange 3, Kang Dynasty, and Eternal sequel. I'm not going to read the leak. I just read it. Okay, so it says all the Scott Derrickson crap. We don't care about that. Okay. A new MC. Okay. There has never been a doubt that Doctor Strange would return to the big screen. Ahead of Multiverse of Madness, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige touted Benedict Cumberbatch as the anchor of the Marvel Universe, which I agree. Following the glowing vote of confidence and Doctor Strange 2's release, Cumberbatch himself teased the character's really exciting future and that there are a lot more adventures I want to have with him. What was in doubt was whether Strange would have any presence within the MCU leading up to Avengers 5 and 6. However, due to Strange's ties to the multiverse and his role as a leader, it makes sense that Marvel would want a Doctor Strange film to lead into Kang Dynasty, even if it requires delays. If so, Avengers 5 and possibly 6 wouldn't be the only MCU projects to be pushed back. While other Marvel films would likely be rescheduled, there is already mounting evidence that Marvel intends to delay several MCU Disney Plus series as well. As for Scott Derrickson, his attachment to the film wouldn't be surprising either, especially in light of lackluster reception for Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange 2. If these rumors are true, Marvel Studios may be making a few announcements in the coming weeks about its updated slate and ahead of Kang the Conqueror's first MCU film, Ant-Man, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let me tell you how I feel about this, about Doctor Strange being pushed up, or about Doctor Strange 3 happening right before Avengers King Dynasty. I agree with all this. I will say that I think I've said this in my Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness review that I did months ago, like darn near almost a year ago. But I really believe that they missed a really big boat with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And the reason why they want to do a Doctor Strange 3 is because Multiverse of Madness didn't hit the way that it was supposed to. You know, this movie was supposed to be able to hold us until the Avengers film, you know, but it was, I mean, I loved it, but, you know, it didn't give us what we wanted, or maybe to better say, because I do think it did to an extent, the movie didn't do what it was supposed to do for the greater good of the MCU. And so I think that is why they want to not rush it, but that's why I think they want to put Doctor Strange 3 out before the next Avengers film, because the reality is Doctor Strange is probably the most important character in the MCU to date right now. And even though Sam might be somehow leading the Avengers in the next King Dynasty film or whatever, Doctor Strange always plays a really big part because he's the mystical guy that goes, you know, beyond and can see the future and all this stuff and all that jazz, right? So I think that Doctor Strange 3 is a really good choice, not to mention in the end, they're already in a dimension, which is my guess is where they'll probably meet Kang the Conqueror. I really would love the idea of seeing Kang the Conqueror in Doctor Strange 3, and I would love to see that be the movie right before we go into Avengers King Dynasty. But I mean, I am with the whole idea that Doctor Strange should be pushed up before a lot of these projects, and that this should be the last project that we see before this. Now, I do have some kind of questions about the Eternals and how that's going to be connected. Are they going to be an Avengers King Dynasty? I would love to see how that plays out as well. But as of right now, in regards to Doctor Strange 3, I think it's a really good idea. And, you know, Benedict Cumberbatch is a fan favorite. And why would you not take advantage of a character like that, you know? So now I'm all for this idea, and I think that it should be moved up. Now, as for Scott Derrickson, I will say this about Scott. I did think Doctor Strange 1 was good. I do think a lot of people hold up Doctor Strange 1 to a level that I don't hold it up to, but I do think it is really good. And this is what I'll say about Doctor Strange 1. I think that Scott Derrickson should have directed Doctor Strange 2. He already had his ideas. He's probably been mellowing on that idea for the whole for years since 2016. So I do think they did Scott Derrickson kind of dirty. So I would love for Scott Derrickson to come back because I think his ideas were really good. And when you see the scrapped ideas, you're like, bro, you missed. We got robbed. So Kevin Feige, hear me out, bro. Make things right. Get Scott Derrickson back, and let's make a fire Doctor Strange 3. You have Charlize Theron. You have all these good actors in these roles. Now let's use them. Let's put them to use, and let's push this thing towards Kang because Ant-Man is going to restore a lot of people's faith in the MCU. Trailer just dropped. I'll be dropping a video on that as well. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's push it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Do me a favor, guys. Please like and subscribe. All right. Show me some love. Peace out. Deuces.